All right, Top Billin. If anything, the Seattle Seahawks continue to make intriguing moves in free agency. Now, Julian Love being signed. Julian Love, extremely talented player. I covered him for a little bit, covering the New York Giants here on this channel, and I harken back to when I did cover them, which was a couple of seasons ago, and when he played more of a nickel role. Obviously, with him at Notre Dame, I watched him in Notre Dame. He was an outside corner, so it shows you his versatility. I just do not understand the fit with the Seahawks. So I try to do that by just looking at the money here. 2-year, $12 million deal. Not sure it says any guaranteed money or anything like that, but man, at that time when I covered them, they had about 5 safeties on the field at all times. It was crazy, right? My boy X-Man, Xavier McKinney. They had Logan Ryan. You had Darnay Holmes, who was another nickel type who could play safety, kind of a safety type cat. And, of course, Julian Love as well. That's when they had James Bradbury as well. And this year, Logan Ryan leaves or gets cut, and Julian Love slides into his spot at safety. So the reason why I'm talking about this now is because I don't know about a fit for him at safety unless another shoe is to drop. And that other shoe, I don't even want to think about, right? Actually, 2 ways, right? Me as a neutral observer, as an analyst, I don't want to think about someone like Quandre Diggs going anywhere because I love Quandre Diggs. That's the dude right there that I would love to have on the Philadelphia Eagles right now. We're in need of a safety, and that man is one of the best in the game. I can't see him being replaced. Ryan Neal on the other side there is a bigger guy. Julian Love is a guy, despite being under 200 pounds, who could play in the box a lot as well. So can Quandre Diggs. They both can flip each other's role. Of course, we know Julian Love can play at depth as well. So you have that versatility there. But Ryan Neal playing in the box, doing his thing there, man. I saw a lot of talent with Ryan Neal. He's one of those guys that he would flash for me when I first started covering the team in 2020, I believe. And he would flash then, just kind of getting in over some of these other guys that people were talking about, whether it be like the Blair kid, Marquise Blair and all those guys back then. Ryan Neal is that guy. I think he's very good. And then, of course, you have Jamal Adams, right, who's supposed to be the best of the bunch. At least when healthy, he does work. There's no doubt about that. He does box work none other, especially getting after the quarterback. So that leads me to believe Julian Love may be slotting back into his old role. Check this out. So does Julian Love's presence move Kobe Bryant out of the nickel position? Does that move Kobe Bryant to an outside corner position? Plenty of people come on the channel and they absolutely lambast your boy Kobe Bryant, and they say that he wasn't a good nickel corner. He needs to play outside like he was in college. Does this make that move feasible? You see Julian Love right here. This is how the Giants used to use him, right? He was a nickel corner, right? Get box work, get involved in the run game, very much like you would see with the Kobe Bryant. You see him right here, come in doing that right there. This was him a couple of years ago, right? So not at safety. So obviously he's showing you he has a ton of versatility, right? Positional fluidity. You see him right here, cross formation. Going to try to track down Taysom Hill out in the flat here, showing a little bit of that range to get out there, right? This isn't a film study per se. This is more of a call and response. Where do you guys think Julian Love would slot in right now? He can play literally every position on the back end. I wouldn't think of him as an outside corner. That would be something to get somebody like that, then move them to the outside. However, him being moved back to nickel corner would make sense. He's already played that in the NFL. And, of course, him at safety makes sense. He is that, and that's what he was last. But if he plays safety, what does that do for one of those 3 safeties there, being Neal, Adams, and, of course, Quandre Diggs? You guys have to let me know on this one right here, man. Might do a little bit of a film study a little bit later on. Very busy right now, so I know everybody wants to ask me about Devin Bush as well. That, my friends, is a very intriguing signing. I was a huge Devin Bush fan with him coming out of the Big Ten, right? Giving my Penn State Nittany Lions the business. He was giving Ohio State the business for real. You talk about one of the most athletic. He's a combine warrior, just like you guys like him. So pretty sure you guys liked him a lot back then as well. That boy can straight up run. So I expect Seattle to be able to put him in position to where he could play a little bit better. His play fell off. I felt like he hit the ground running, and then his play kind of dipped the last few years. I don't know what's going on with the guy like that. We'll have to dig into that, but definitely get into a film study on him at a later date. But that boy can straight up run, and you guys were looking for some speed on the second level. There you have it. I don't think there's anyone faster than him. Maybe some just as fast, not too many just flat out faster. So he's a running hit backer in there as well. I think he fits what Seattle wants to do. Maybe Seattle is the place for him to really hone his skills and see what's going on there. So I know somebody's going to ask me about that because they're probably not going to watch the video and they're just going to read the title. Well, what about Devin Bush? Guarantee it's going to happen. But there you have it. That's my thoughts on Devin Bush. We'll get to him a little bit later. But definitely let me know what you think about Julian Love right there. For real. As far as Devin Bush, I ain't going to lie. I was looking for that to come across the screen, and that say Philadelphia Eagles as well. It's like the Eagles and the Seahawks need a lot of the same players, and you'll see it play out just like in free agency here and then in the draft as well. So we shall see from there. All right, it's your boy Mid-Atlantic Murph. As always, thanks to everybody out there supporting. Strike the band.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.